You're welcome to do whatever you're doing. Just don't block the doorway. Don't block my doorway.
Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit.
Don't.
You don't want to touch my shit.
You don't want to step in front of my doorway.
Don't touch my shit.
You're in my house. Like, this is my house, dude.
I don't care if I'm in your tuck. I don't care if I'm in your tuck.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Southern Draw Law. My name is James White, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, former police officer. Many of you probably know the name Amagansett Press, or more specifically, you probably know the name Jason Gutterman. Well, I started watching Jason's videos, several years ago. The one that stands out to me the most, I think, was towards the beginning of his channel, where he basically got in a pissing battle with the local police department because of a sign that he was holding to advertise a yard sale or some sort of small deal that turned into this big thing. And since that time, Jason has continuously built not only his own primary channel, but helped his son build a second. Well, I won't call it a secondary channel. It's not really fair to the Watchman to call his channel a secondary channel, but he does different things, and they work in tandem together. And so if you're not familiar with Jason's work, basically what he does is he's a First Amendment auditor, but he uses the opportunity to film in public, and he calls them travel videos. That's a thing of the last couple of years, I think. He started traveling around with his kid, and I think it's awesome because I have kids. And I think it would just be really cool for your job to be just traveling around with your kid and getting to experience all this stuff together. But what they do, if you're not familiar with their work, is they basically show up in a random town. And they sort of record the time and temperature settings, and they take note of what the environment was. And all of that is so they can basically use that in the event that they end up having to have a law enforcement encounter and they need to recall what the circumstances were about that day. They have all of this information documented. And also, it plays into what they're trying to accomplish, which is to just sort of note the conditions of the area where they're visiting. And so what happens is people inevitably get in their feelings about cameras, and they end up getting sideways with Jason or his son, and he helps to educate them in sometimes a gentle way and sometimes a very not so gentle way about an individual's right to record in public spaces. And so he does all the homework and all the GIS survey maps and makes sure that he's legit before he goes and does anything. And then ultimately what happens is police officers get called out. Some of them do a very poor job and some of them do a pretty good job. But this one in particular really piqued my interest because the cops in this scenario handled this better than any other police officers I've ever seen encounter an auditor. They handled it so well that I almost thought it was staged. Now, I would encourage you to go over there and watch the video in its entirety. I'm only going to pull certain clips so we can talk about certain things, but I want to show you guys this. He's outside a sock shop, and he ends up getting sideways with, I guess, the owner or some sort of managing partner of the sock shop, and things do not go well for the owner. So let's watch, we'll check it out, and then we'll come back and talk about some legal points that you may or may not have noticed along.
Pay a little visit on the folks here today, take some pictures, take some video, and see how the fine folks at Truckee are doing on this beautiful afternoon. Hey, making out there, Watchman?
What's up?
What's happening? Been a minute.
Yeah.
Welcome to Truckee, California. Ready to go see how these folks are doing today?
Let's check it out.
Let's take a walk.
It's our anniversary. We're celebrating 4 years.
Right on. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Here's to another 40.
All right. Yeah. Right. Why not?
Why not?
What are you guys doing here?
Just taking a little video of the town.
Oh, okay.
Now you're in it.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, exciting stuff. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
But no, seriously, happy anniversary.
Okay, well,
It's a
thank you.
I know that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is.
I'm at 38.
Are you? Well,
Yeah.
good for you.
So, right
good
on.
for you. Right
Yep.
on.
Yep.
All right.
I'm sorry?
Is there an author in here?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Sock check. Sorry?
What are you guys doing?
We are doing sock checks. Want to show us what you're working with?
Oh, my socks.
Yeah.
I didn't have any socks.
No socks?
No.
Oh, you failed the sock check. We got to get you to go in and buy a pair of
Oh,
socks.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Thank you. How about that?
Go check them out. They got a lot of cool stuff.
How's that amazing?
Oh, the sock parlor. Welcome to the sock parlor. Oh, sorry. Good job. Hi guys, today we're at the sock parlor.
We're doing sock checks. What do you got? You failed the sock check.
No, we have sock socks on.
Do you? What do you got?
Well,
Let's see.
so I have these shoes, but I don't want my socks to be seen, so I have little no-shows.
There you go.
But I bought socks from here the other day, so I'm back because
I was
they're
going
really
to say,
awesome.
maybe we can get you to go in there and find a new pair.
Let's see if I can. Come
Very
on.
cool. Have fun.
I will.
We got 2 pairs.
You got 2 pairs, right on.
Don't play with the door.
Very cool. Here's to warm, comfortable feet.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Don't open it.
You too. Got 2 pairs. I got to go in and ask for my commission. Oh, you snuck around the back of me. That's not fair.
Yeah. What are you guys filming?
We're making a little video right now. We're filming this store.
Cool.
Is it your place?
Yeah. Yeah, why are you filming?
I don't know. Why are you putting the back of your head in my lens?
Why is your camera in my face?
You go first. I asked first. Come on, man. We're just out here filming, enjoying the day.
That's cool.
I just sold 2 pairs of socks for you, by the way.
Oh yeah? How did you do that?
I told people I was out here doing sock checks, and I checked their socks. What do you got? You're the owner of the store. Sock check.
Hey, want to see my socks?
Let's see what you got going on, man.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Good sock will give
Are
you
you filming other stores, or
good
you
socks
just
will give
filming
you a
my
good
store?
attitude. Just yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all
That's
about
cool.
you today.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Right on. Do you really?
I'm so flattered.
Are you?
Yeah.
Right on. Who you angry at?
I mean, any kind of attention's good, right?
I don't know.
Who am I angry at? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
I don't know. You having a good day?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no issues here.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, you guys keep on doing your thing.
We will.
Enjoy.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
What's the last pair of socks I sell for him?
Hey, I just wanted to bring your attention. There's a couple of guys with cameras pointing at our store, like kind of being weird. not letting me know like what their whole thing is, like why they're doing it. And I'm talking to one of the guys with the cameras pointing it at me right now, and he's like got some kind of
Well, you're entertaining, man.
he's got some kind of motivation. He's got some kind of motivation, and I don't know what it is, and it's weird. You're welcome to do whatever you're doing. Just don't block the doorway. Don't block my doorway.
Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit.
Don't.
You don't want to touch my shit.
You don't want to step in front of my
Don't
doorway.
touch my shit.
You're in my house. Like, this is my house, dude.
I don't care if I'm in your tuck. I don't care if I'm in your tuck. What the f is wrong with you, bro? You just assaulted me. Look what you just did to my camera. Get this on film. Am I serious? What the hell's wrong with you, bro? You just broke my camera for no reason. I'm out here selling you stupid socks, and that's what you do?
Just got maced by this guy.
That's right. You
Got
sure
maced
did.
by this guy.
sure
I didn't break
did.
her camera.
You
I
sure
didn't break
did.
her camera. I moved it out of the way.
No, you just broke my
I
camera.
told you
bro.
to not stand in front of my doorway because
You
you're
just broke
blocking
my
my
camera.
customers from being in my store, and you just maced me.
That's right. You just assaulted me.
You assaulted me.
Okay,
dude.
yeah, tell yourself another story. You're on 2 cameras, bro. Unbelievable. What was the point of what you just did?
All right, we're gonna empty the store. The store's closed.
It's a good thing it's all on video.
Sorry, guys. This guy's an asshole. Just maced me.
I can't even get my,
I happen not to be able to buy new socks.
You can thank this guy for that.
yeah, you can thank
Yeah.
me.
Sorry, guys.
Why would you come out and put your hands on somebody? You think that was a good idea?
All right, store's closed. Thanks, guys.
Do you really think that was a good idea, bro?
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Incredible. Look what you did. Look what you did to my gimbal, bro. Yeah.
Your
No.
thing's not broken.
He grabbed me. Listen, I'm on the phone with the police. I'm not interested.
You could have killed someone that has
I'm
asthma.
not interested.
And you're
I'm talking to. Listen.
And
I'm
you're
talking to. Listen. Now this. Hey, hey, hey.
You're retarded.
Touch me again. I'm getting assaulted by people.
Look how this
I
guy
need
is.
police
Look
officers.
how this guy is. What a piece of shit.
I just had somebody.
You're the
else-
biggest piece of shit human being.
I gotta defend myself. I'm hanging out.
You need to get the fuck out of Truckee, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Assault
What
me
are you
again.
doing here?
Assault me again, brother.
What are you doing here?
What's going on?
This fucking guy And this,
Look what he did to my camera.
Well, what do you have causing the house?
I'm out
he
here
maced
filming
me.
a tourist.
I told him
video.
to not block the door of my store. And I pushed his camera out of the way, and he put mace in my fucking eyeball and maced me.
Let's go. We'll just call the police.
Police are on the way.
Thank you. Excuse me, can I ask why you're filming my store?
Oh, yeah.
We're making a travel video for YouTube.
Okay, it seems weird that you would mace somebody if we're trying to conduct a business.
No, he came out of my store
Excuse
and
me, you
grabbed my
can't film me without my
So then
consent.
go away.
No, I'm having a conversation
Go
with you. Are
away,
you an
go
adult
away.
human that I can
No, I'm
conversate
not.
with?
I'm a child. Go away.
Okay, we'll
I'll
just
speak
wait
to the
for,
police.
we'll wait
when
for
they
the
get
cops to
here.
get
Yeah,
here.
okay, very
That's
good.
perfect.
We're
Perfect.
coming anyway. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess you really love our store. That's great.
No,
So
I really love my gimbal, which is broken now. So
good. I hope your night gets even worse from here.
yeah, well,
What's going on here? But I do have I'll just stand here like this the whole time if that helps
you
you.
could stand there all day. And you're asking me if I'm an adult?
You're not having
That's
a
brilliant.
conversation with me, so I'm extremely
I don't wanna have a
frustrated. And you're
conversation with you. I'm
obviously
not
an
interested.
idiot.
I'm not
so
interested in
I
having
don't
a
believe you can film me without my consent, and I'm about
I
to knock your
absolutely can.
camera out of your hand too.
Are you? You're gonna knock my camera out of my hand?
Oh my god.
Really?
He assaulted more
That's
than
up
just
to you.
me. He assaulted everyone in the store.
Yeah, well, guess what?
That's up to you.
You are definitely preventing my business from happening right now, so I'm going to start videotaping you.
You can videotape me all you want. Just stop threatening to assault me. How about that?
You're assaulting us.
I'm really not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm
I don't know
really
what
not.
you plan on doing with your video footage, but I can't even have a
I just
business
told
right
you
now.
what I'm doing with it. I'm filming a travel
That
video
makes
for
no
YouTube.
sense,
Travel
brother.
video.
Okay.
My camera, get my camera.
Travel video.
Yeah, travel video. My channel gets 1 million views a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of douchebags out there.
Yeah.
that are
You'll
fucking
hear
idiots.
from a bunch of people, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure they're very intelligent.
Just keep your distance, man. You already did enough damage.
Jeremy, how long have you been standing in front of our store preventing us from having business so far?
We've been closed.
You know what? I'm going to go across the street so these people don't...
I'm sorry, is this on film, sir?
No, I just don't want to
is
have
that
to defend
uncomfortable?
myself.
Oh yeah, well guess what? You just prevented my business from being open. So
Is that what I
continue to
did?
stay across the street. Yes,
Okay.
you did.
All right.
And you're disrupting everyone here, so go away.
Okay.
I don't think you're doing a travel channel. You're lying.
Okay.
So
You
I'll
can think
stand
whatever
here
you
and
want.
film you too. We'll just wait.
You can think
I'll
whatever
stand
you
right
want.
here and film you too, brother.
Very good.
So you can play your stupid game.
Okay.
For a travel channel. I'm just gonna stand right next to y'all.
I don't want you really following me around. You're
Guess
gonna keep-
what?
you're
Is
gonna-
that what
You're
do you
going to
think
keep getting
you're
in my
doing?
face?
No, I'm gonna continue to film you if you're gonna continue to film me.
Why don't you just act normal?
And I'm
Wait for
gonna
the cops
wait for
to
the
get
cops
here.
to get here.
Very good. And I'm going to walk away from you.
And
Don't-
obviously, this guy has an issue with him. He comes out and he actually assaults Jason by, anytime whenever you touch an object that's adjacent to a person's body, even though you may not be touching that person, you're still committing some version of assault or some version of battery, depending on how the statute defines it. But generally, an assault, as it relates to common law, is the threat of making harmful or offensive contact. So a battery is the actual contact, but assault in common law and in most tort claims is the threat of the assault. So if I throw something at you and I miss you, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to strike you with it. Well, in the process of striking you with it, I've intentionally lobbed an object at you, knowing that that will cause you to apprehend being touched in a harmful or offensive way. And so in most states, or in common law, that is an assault. If the object that I've thrown actually makes contact with you, that's a battery. So if I get close to your face and I come at you in a threatening way and you apprehend that I might touch you in an offensive way, that's generally referred to as an assault. So some states combine them. Like in Tennessee, we don't have a separate battery claim. We just have assault, a simple assault. And it covers both contact and threat of contact. But what happens is this guy puts his hand on Jason's camera and he starts pushing it away. This is an assault or a battery, however it's categorized in California. It really doesn't matter. The point is you can't make contact or threaten to make contact of an insulting or provoking nature. Otherwise, you're committing an assault. Jason has a big channel. He has over 500,000 subscribers. So he always gives people the opportunity, if they conduct themselves in an appropriate way, to advertise their business. And of course, 600,000 people plus are going to see most of his videos. And in this particular case, almost 1 million people have seen it. So 1 million people have seen this shop owner make a complete ass out of himself when he could have just advertised his business for absolutely nothing by conducting himself like a reasonable person. But of course,
What are you guys doing?
Take some video.
All right.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks.
Good.
Good. Can I go in there?
Can you go where?
In the shop?
Nothing I can do to stop you.
I like that.
Absolutely. Have at it. Appreciate you.
I take a lot of videos of this shop.
Is this your shop?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going into a Western event. It's a fundraiser.
Oh, right
I
on.
don't normally dress like this.
Well, that's okay how you're dressed. I'm actually from South Dakota, so I appreciate the way
All
you're
right,
dressed.
good. Who are you guys shooting for?
We're just making a video of the town, a travel video.
All right, cool.
How long you shopping?
About 2 years. Yeah,
2
my
years.
husband and I bought it. Yes, super fun.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a sweet location, big windows.
And I'm assuming it's a lot of different people that do the artwork?
Yeah,
or-
about 12.
Do you do any of it?
I do.
Very cool.
I do.
What
This
piece is
one of
yours?
mine here. And then I'm more like contemporary, abstract. Up here, this.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
cool. Little Pollock-esque.
Yeah, it's a little bit busy. I thought maybe I could have torn it down, but a lot of people have loved it.
No, I think it's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Right
you
on.
know, we have a lot of bears in Tahoe, but a little bit abstract.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Oh,
Well, your personality shines through.
Oh, you guys are the sweetest.
Appreciate
Thank you so much. Yeah, you having fun?
Yeah, oh, always having fun. That's the name of the
It's an
game, right?
awesome day.
Got to. Yeah, oh, it's beautiful out.
I know.
It's a shame
So
the
many
sun's...
people are out and about. Everyone's super positive, having a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
time.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
Couldn't ask for
thank
more.
you.
Yeah, we appreciate your hospitality. Thanks for
Yes,
letting us
thank
come in
you.
and take a look around.
Anytime.
Cool. Thank you.
Mi casa es su casa.
Excellent. Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
Very cool. So if you're ever in the Truckee area, make sure you check out Gallery 5830. Very cool vibes going on in there and some cool artwork, and you might find something you like. So tell them AP sent you.
Of course, as we now know, people feel like they are entitled to put their hands on each other or come up in your face and touch your camera and keep you from recording simply because they don't like it. We're doing some work in educating the police by them getting their hands slapped here and there and that kind of thing, but we've got a long way to go in educating the public, and that's why I really like Jason's videos, because he does a different thing than most people do. He uses his platform to educate other people, and he usually uses the law enforcement as a tool to bring about that education on people when they call the police. And ultimately, he's like, hey, look, better educate them because they're wrong and I'm right. And he's generally right, and it generally works out in his favor. So they're going to get called by these people, and the cops actually show up. And I just want you guys to watch and see how they handle this. I don't think this was staged, but I want you to watch, and then we'll come back and talk about it and see what you guys
Away from you
I don't
again.
understand what you're trying to do here.
I'm trying to walk away from you is what I'm
Go
doing.
ahead, keep walking.
I'm trying to walk away
until
from
you're
you.
gone. Thank you. Here's the cops.
There you go. Perfect. So here's the police. We got vehicle number 876, and we'll see how it goes, guys. Stay tuned. How we doing, sir?
I don't know. Can you go over there and I'll talk to these guys and I'll go talk to you?
How you doing?
Good.
Officer O'Brien?
Good, yeah. Time
Pleasure
and
to meet you,
temperature
sir.
check first, please.
Yeah, right. How are you?
So what's happening?
Well, you can see I'm holding this like this. We started down at the end of the road there. We're doing a travel video for YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen your videos.
Okay,
many times.
very good.
And your son's.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Hope you're subscribed.
I enjoy 'em.
Very cool.
I am.
Awesome.
Anyway.
So we're walking,
I
going
imagine what happened. So.
10 minutes in front of each business, walking down, not bothering anybody. So we get in front of the sock parlor, and a woman and her family walked up and said to me, "What are you guys filming?" So I said, "Oh, we're doing sock checks. You want to show us your checks? Maybe we can get your socks. Maybe we can get you to go in and buy some new socks." So she shows me that she has no socks on. Right? She says, "Oh, I'll go in there." So she goes in there and buys 2 pairs of socks. So she came out, she said, "Oh, I got 2 pairs." So we're having fun, just enjoying the day, having fun with people. The guy with the cap on there, with the red thing on the front of his cap, comes out, walks in front of my camera, sticks his head on the back of the back of his head on my lens. So I walked around him and said, "Why would you do that? We're just out here making a travel video for YouTube. That's all we're doing." And he went back in the store. I kept filming, and about 30 seconds to a minute later, he came back out and just grabbed my camera. This is, you see how this is bent? This whole thing's bent. This I can't even let go of. That's what happens to it. The whole thing is not working. So I sprayed him. He had his hand on my camera, gripped. He wouldn't let go of it. I'm pulling on it, and I sprayed him. I have my mace right here in my pocket. That's what happened. And then he did it again. He actually did it twice. And my son, this is my son, as you know, has body camera on and his camera. He's got it on both cameras.
Yeah, no, I know when you guys are filming, you don't like to stop filming. And is there any way that I could see from anybody's?
Oh, yeah, no, he can show you on his body camera. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame, too, because we were having a great time out here with folks.
Oh,
Everybody was
it's a great
laughing.
place. It's beautiful.
Yeah. First time I've ever been to Truckee.
Yeah, I didn't think you guys would make it out here in the winter when it's colder. Can you go talk to who's the guy that's on inside on? So these guys, they're YouTubers. I watch their channel all the time.
Officer Gomez, how are you?
They like to film, right, in public, which is completely. Apparently, the guy in the Giants hat came out, grabbed his equipment, was pulling on it. So and so we got sprayed. So let's get all of his info, and medics can check him out. He doesn't look like this. And then we'll go from there. This is Officer Brzeski.
Officer, I'm sorry, is it Brzeski?
Brzeski.
Pleasure to meet you.
Made up Polish name.
Made up Polish name, there you go.
We just go by first names here anyway. So it's Jared and Mike.
There you go, so it probably starts here. Yeah, so Watchman's got his everything on camera here. He's going to show it to the officer. Show him what happened.
What they do is they just literally go from town to town across the country and they just film in and out, in and out.
You showed me?
Yeah, you've seen it. Amagansett Press.
Yeah, I think you showed me your channel.
The good-looking guy with the red beard.
Right?
This is my son.
I can't. I'm not allowed that. I just have to stick with the mustache.
Sorry again?
I said I just got to stick with the mustache.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, they won't let you have beards?
No, not yet. We're working on it. I don't know why everybody feels the need they have to touch everybody.
I don't know. Well, people think they're allowed to, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
He thought, his opinion was that I assaulted him by taking his video. So he could defend himself by putting his hands on me.
That doesn't work, though.
No, I don't think so.
No. Can't do that.
So what do you do? So just so I understand, you write a report,
So
you hand it off to the DA, and then they decide what to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
If that's cool with you. I mean, that's what we do here.
Well, I'd rather see him get dragged away in cuffs and bitten by a rabid dog on the ankles.
Absolutely.
If that's what you can do, that's what you can
absolutely. So misdemeanor, so in California, misdemeanor not committed in my presence.
No, I get it.
Is a citizen's arrest. And that's basically what you're going to be doing is signing a complaint.
Okay.
Make it a citizen's arrest. I'll cite him. It'll go to court. And then you don't have one, but you know. I don't have it on me.
You know how kids are, he won't carry his wallet.
Let me go get their side of the story.
Sure.
And then I'll bring the form over for you.
And there you go. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the first thing that Officer O'Brien says to him is time and temperature check, please. So he's familiar with Jason's work. So that actually I find encouraging. The fact that police officers watch this stuff, they're learning from it. These guys absolutely played this case perfectly. Apparently, and I'm not that familiar with California law, but apparently in California law, when there's a misdemeanor that doesn't occur in their presence, you know, it's like a citizen's arrest type deal, and the person has to actually fill out the paperwork, and they submit the report to the prosecutor's office, and the prosecutor decides whether they're going to pick it up or whatever, however it works. So I actually found the female in the hat to be way more obnoxious than the gentleman who actually put his hands on Jason. And of course, he paid the price for that. But let's go back and look at this situation. And I want to slow it down a little bit and show. But I actually think that Jason's clear from a legal perspective here, because you got to keep in mind that you can't be the primary aggressor. In most cases, if you're going to use force as a self-defense tool, one of the basic elements of the rules of self-defense is that you can't be the person starting the confrontation. Now, Jason is just filming in public, doing what he's legally allowed to do. This guy comes out, gets in his face. They always try to flip the script on you, make it seem like that it's you that's causing the problem. But Jason just mind his business, doing what he always does. And, oh, by the way, he has, you know, millions upon millions upon millions of views of videos where he does the exact same thing. So if he were to ever have to come into court and defend his position, he could prove that, look, this is what I do and this is how I do it. Now, here's why it's important. I mentioned the time and temperature check. One of the rules of evidence says basically that you can't take a person's actions in a moment and you can't use that and then bring in something about their character that you know. Now, generally, it's used to curtail like bad character evidence. Let's say that a guy like killed somebody and the defense was going to be self-defense. And let's say it happened at a bar. If he got in a fight 6 months ago at a bar and he beat somebody with a ball bat, the prosecutor might want to bring that in as character evidence to show that he has a propensity for violence, right? Well, you can't generally do that. And you also can't use somebody's good character as a way to improperly bolster them to say, well, this guy, he, fought for the military and he did 6 tours in Iraq, or he did A, B, C, or D. You can't use like somebody's virtue to improperly bolster their character either. So the idea is that you're supposed to kind of keep a level playing field. But one exception to the character evidence rule is that you can use habitual evidence to prove that a person does a particular thing every single time. And that's what's great about what Jason does. And I'm not even sure, he's a smart guy, but I'm not even sure that he understands that this is a part of character evidence that he would be able to use were he ever to have to sue to prove that he does this every single time. He does the same thing every single time. So you can't say, well, he always stops at the stop sign, so I know he stopped at the stop sign this time. There's no way he ran that stop sign and hit somebody, right? If you were in a civil case with a car wreck. But you could say, Jason brushes his teeth every single day of his life. That's habit evidence. So anything that he does as a habit that is provably true, you can use in showing that whatever he did was in conformity with what he normally does. And so in all of his videos, Jason does the same thing. He always looks up the GIS. He always stands on the public sidewalk or in a public area. He never infringes into the property without being invited. He always does a time and temperature check. He always does certain things. And those certain things can be used, should he ever need to bring them into court, to prove that he acted like he normally does. He wasn't doing anything outside of what he normally does in order to piss this guy off and cause him to be confrontational, right? He can use his previous videos, and depending on the judge, some judges may not let that in, but they should, because it's not really character evidence, it's habit evidence, and it's a little bit different. So I do think that Jason's going to be okay on a self-defense claim, because I actually think he wasn't the primary aggressor, and you can use the idea that, look, the law doesn't expect you in most places to take an ass kicking just because somebody wants to give you one. The law will allow you to use force and defend yourself in most states. Now, again, I know California is kind of funny on this stuff, but I think that as long as there's the potential, and see, you got to remember that this was like the second or third time that this guy had come up and brushed against him or broken his camera or whatever. So Jason was reasonable in expecting that if he didn't do something to stop this, that the guy was going to be back in 2 seconds. So even if he wasn't presently engaged, I think it would be reasonable, even if he was turning away, at least if I'm a juror, and certainly if I'm making the argument as a lawyer, that this is the second or third time this guy's come out. He wasn't satisfied until he did some actual damage to him. So until Jason did something to defend himself, i.e. spray the guy in the face with pepper spray, it wasn't going to stop the present or the next assault. And as soon as he pepper sprayed him, the assault stopped. The mouthing didn't stop, but the assault stopped, and that's all you can really defend against. Obviously, words are not adequate provocation to put your hands on somebody. Words are adequate provocation, it turns out, to make your business look bad and allow 1 million people to see you acting like a child, but anyway, hopefully that's a lesson that he learned the hard way. I'm not big on deplatforming people or canceling people, but this guy did it to himself, so I'm not really all too concerned about it. If you put the truth out there, people can't be mad at what the truth is. The truth exists. It's on a video. Nobody can spin it any way, one way or the other. It's there. It happened. Anybody that looked at this video would understand that this guy's a complete tool, and you shouldn't patronize his business. But that's just my opinion, and I won't be buying socks, even though I love socks. Anyway, in closing, I just wanted to bring you guys an opportunity to see one of what I think is Jason's best videos, but not only that, to highlight a guy who I think is a family guy, who's out here doing stuff with his kid, who's teaching him things at 21, 22 years old that a lot of people don't know, even with a college degree, that I didn't know even as a police officer. Gutterman's kid knows more about law enforcement than I knew as a police officer when I was 23 years old. So kudos to him for showing his kids some really good leadership, teaching him how to handle these types of situations, setting him up for success, helping him build a business, and doing so in a way that's fun and entertaining and still supports a sort of familial environment. But the most impressive thing about this whole interaction to me were the cops. I just thought they handled it beautifully, and I think they deserve to be commended for the way they handled this, because we just don't see a lot of police officers who know how to handle auditors this way, and they did a great job. They made the department look good, and they made themselves look good. Anyway, that's all for this one, guys. As usual, if you'd like to donate to the channel, I do not do any sort of memberships. I only leave my PayPal and Venmo links here on the screen and in the description. So if you want to check that out, go in the description, click on the link, and you're able to do that. Please don't feel obligated. I don't expect anything from you, and I'm happy to have the support that you already give. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment on the video. Check out some of the other videos on the channel and leave a comment on there as well. Until I see you again, take care. Always film your interactions with the police and keep your evidence to yourself.